Thank you so much for coming at the podcast this time. Before saying anything, can you please introduce yourself? What do you do, your background, and some information that are actually important for the audience?
Of course, I'm an attorney. I'm an attorney in Portugal, but I do work with people from all over the world. I started in all areas of law when I started working as an attorney in Portugal, but somehow I found myself in this crypto space where my clients ask and demand my help in these crypto projects, in immigrating because of avoiding these taxes all over the world. So I became an immigration lawyer, a crypto lawyer, most of it, a property acquisition lawyer, and so on. And I'm very happy that I was very happy and humbled that I was invited, as I am, for your podcast, for so many YouTubers that are amazing and have an amazing presence in the crypto world. And that's how you found me. That's how I got to be found, through those YouTubers like Crypto Tips, Every Bit Helps, Marvin Germo, he's amazing, and
I would say
Wealthy Expat.
I would say, and I have to say it because you're very good. That's why this is the main reason. And we
Thank
are
you.
humble. I'm humble in general, but you are very good. So someone has to say it. Okay, thank you so much. Now let's move to the next question. Saying that, what do you think are the most common problems that people are facing in the crypto and NFT industry, in the industry in general?
Legislation. Crypto projects don't know how to take care of their projects in a legal matter, because the legislation that was produced was not produced by those who understand crypto. That's a fact. They don't know what they're doing.
Makes total sense, indeed.
Yes. So it makes very difficult for those who are not in the legal space to understand the legislation and to apply it. And for those like me, attorneys, who understand the legislation and know crypto, know that it makes no sense. So it is very difficult to be legal, to start a project with all the legalities that entails.
Okay, so, but why do you think is that? I mean, is the system very slow, maybe? Because there are still many years since the inception of Bitcoin, let's say.
That's true. But if you see the governors, those who produce the laws, those who are in the assemblies voting for those laws, have no idea what crypto is, I guess. If they knew, I give you an example. Okay, I don't want to be that harsh, but it is what it is. And we're talking about facts. Take Portugal as an example. Portugal wasn't regulating crypto, and that's why it was called the crypto paradise in the last years, because you were in Europe, you would immigrate to Portugal. Portugal is an amazing country, very welcoming country, with no violence, amazing food and amazing people. That's the truth. And then it had a bonus. Crypto was not regulated. Therefore, you could do your transactions. You could send money to the bank account. It was crypto investments. And that was it. You didn't have to declare it. You didn't have to pay any taxes.
Yeah,
so it
didn't exist in the system.
It wasn't regulated.
Yeah.
This year, the year of 2023, they produced a law and they regulated because they were pushed by the European Union to do so. And the truth is, now it's regulated. Okay. Yes, now it is. So the truth is, they did produce a law. And you will tell me, Maria, and what do you think that law entails? Well, they had no idea what they're doing. They just produced a law just because they were pushed.
I love
the way
you're exactly like, okay.
It is what it is. They start the law by saying, we like crypto investments. We want to maintain crypto investors in Portugal, but we have to regulate it because the market demands that regulation. So they did regulate it. And then you say, Maria, the difference between crypto, NFTs, and so on, there's none, because they don't know what they're doing. What, for me, my understanding of this law is when you sell crypto, €2, and you send it to the bank account, then you declare it on your tax returns. You declare, I send €1 million to my bank account. And then your accountant will ask, did you hold that crypto for more than a year? Yes, I did. 0 taxes. And that's it. There's not going to be a declaration of transactions, of holdings, nothing.
That's the micro, if you ask me. And nobody will. I mean, that's too micro. Imagine how many transactions we have per second. However, is this happening? I mean, even if you, in the way you said it, is it happening, or do you think it's going to happen? Like people declaring this?
They will not declare what they hold. They will declare what they send to the bank account. I think it's more of a way to prevent money laundering. You send $1 million to the bank account. Before you would say it's for my crypto investments, and that was it. Now you just write it on the tax return and declare it as crypto, hold it more than a year, zero taxes. It's a good thing because before it looks like your money wasn't legal, right? You send $1 million out of nowhere. You didn't have a tax return. For those who have projects in crypto, they need to have some kind of security. They need to show tax returns. And before you didn't, because Portugal didn't put crypto on tax returns. Now they do. That gives them security.
Okay, yeah, I was about to ask, I mean, if you believe that a regulated market is a good thing or a bad one?
I believe it's a good thing for us, crypto holders. For those who have projects in crypto, they need investments. They need to seek investments. And the first thing an investor is going to ask is, show me your tax returns. Well, before, you had nothing to show on your tax returns because crypto was not regulated. You didn't declare it on your tax returns. Nowadays, you do. So that gives you some liability. That gives you some security when you seek for investors and so on.
It makes a lot of sense. Yeah, indeed. To move a bit more towards NFTs in this case, also from the legal perspective, what should be taken in consideration or what people should be aware when they are creating an NFT, either for a business or either as art purpose, or I don't know, maybe buying an NFT?
Well, the first thing when you start a project is totally different than when you buy something, right? The first thing you need to be aware is, where do you want that project to be taxed? Where do you want the headquarters of that project to be? Because legally that's huge.
True.
So you really need to choose the country that you want to work with. You want to choose a country that the legislation is clear, that you understand your path. Of course, you don't want to pay taxes, so you need to be aware of that, right? You need to understand how airdrops are accounted. When you buy NFTs, when you buy a project, sometimes you receive as airdrops, right? As an investor.
Yes.
That's very important for you to understand where you're a tax resident. Are you going to buy that project? Are you going to receive those airdrops as an individual or as a company? And if so, how is it going to be taxed? Before you even start, you should ask all those questions and you should get those answers. That's huge.
Wow, thank you so much. This is actually these are actually new informations for me as well, some of them, because obviously even the legal parts are different from a country to other. But I'm supposing that this is the way you see it as a global thing, not only just in Portugal. I think this
so true. Yes. Worldwide, those are the questions you need to ask, and that's the kind of advice that we give to our clients when they look for us. Look, Maria, I'm really trying to buy this project. How should I do? Then we search all different countries in the world, all different tax authorities in the world, and we might think, well, do you want to be in Europe? If you want, we have Estonia, Lithuania, Romania with very good and attractive tax organizations, but you also have Portugal, which is very good, although it started being regulated now. It's still in that area that it is regulated, but you don't know quite well what you're doing, so it's a good area to invest now, a good time to invest. You might want to go to Dubai, but you need to be aware that Dubai is considered a fiscal paradise in some countries and not very good seen, so you need to be aware of that. You also have
red flag,
Wyoming, right? Delaware. As a company, it's very good for you as a company, not as an individual. So there's a lot of factors that you need to entail and to understand and to search, and that's why we are here for.
Sure. But what do you think? Is it worthy, or is it a good idea to start a project in this period when the market is still not regulated? Or should people wait until the market is regulated and then start something?
No, I understand that when you have an idea and you trust that idea and you feel it in your heart, you should pursue it and you should start it and let's go. And you will deal with the obstacles as they come. And you will always find people to help you and to support you, and you will do amazing.
Amazing, to be honest. And thank you for that. That's very motivating. But when should we expect a regulated market? I mean, you obviously know how legal things work, and you're maybe connected with governments, and we are interested to understand if you think the market will be regulated.
They will try to regulate it. I don't want a regulated market.
Right.
They will try to regulate it. And as you see, governments and funds from governments and so on, they are investing in crypto also. They have lots of Bitcoin in their funds and in their treasure bonds and so on. So you don't want them to regulate. They will try to. Now it's a matter of, are we strong enough to deal with them, or are we not? I don't think the next 10 years we'll see that. I hope not, but we'll wait and see.
Wow.
I don't want it to be regulated. I will fight it. I don't want it to be regulated. Not the way governments want to.
Yeah, I was asking because you said 10 years, and now thinking how the AI is moving, and I think AI will be so fast that we can't even perceive. I think that will actually slower even more.
That's true. There are countries that it will be easier to regulate. Economies that are more
weak, I would say.
Yeah, not so free that we don't have a voice. But let's wait and see. I don't like to predict the future. Let's wait and see.
No, but the thing is that you have so much knowledge, and I'm curious to gather something from someone who has that thing. Let's change a bit, and in another manner, I would say, what do you think about the blockchain technology itself? It can be also helpful for auditors, lawyers, or judges. The blockchain.
Well, we should take advantage of all the technologies that we have, and the more we grow with them, the successful we are. So only if we want to stay behind, we will not use these new technologies. So yes, of course, we should take advantage of all the tools we have to make easier the life for others that pursue us for our services and that want to see practical law. Because nowadays, yesterday you had the lawyer that was distant, that was formal in their black suit, right? Nowadays, that's not what we want. We want something that we want to,
this is where we are humans in the end, and we all have,
right? We want a friend shoulder where we go cry a little. I used to say, oh, I'm not only an attorney, I'm a psychologist also, because you want to say, look, I have this, I want to grow, I want to do this, or I have this problem, please help me. You want to trust that person. And the black suit and the distant doesn't allow that kind of interaction to happen. Here in my office, we are very friendly, and we don't want that distance. We want an approach. We want to be close to each other's. Yes, because you're building a dream. It's your dream, and you're putting all you have in that dream. So you want someone to believe in the dream as much as you do. And that distance kills that. So yes, blockchain and all the tools that come with it, we should all take it, and in all areas, we should use it as much as we can.
It's amazing. It's amazing to hear something like that. And I think this is the beauty of us being humans in the very next future, when we will be fulfilled with robots, technology, and so on, that we still have this thing called heart inside, and we do understand the real needs of us, of humans. Okay, not at the last, I want to speak about something very special. I kept this at the end, let's say, but I think this is the most beautiful part, and I see you smiling already, because we are going to talk a bit about your project, which is a fantastic one. But I want you to let us know, what is your project about and what your...
Okay. So I was lucky enough, as we talked about in the beginning, that I was known in the crypto space and online on those YouTube channels doing all these interviews. And because of those interviews, I get talked a lot about new projects, if I want to be a part of it and so on. And I never did. That's the truth. I never did. I never felt knowledgeable enough until I found Wealth Club Coin, WCC. So WCC, Wealth Club Coin, is an amazing project. Why so? Because, like you said in the last question, is about the heart. It's not a project to talk, oh, let's win all this money. Of course, you always want to win money. That's our nature. You cannot go around it. And this is an amazing project for that. But what caught my heart and my eye was the fact that this is also a philanthropic project. So the person behind this project is an amazing human being, Hector Rodriguez Cabello. He's a person that grew up with nothing. He was in the Air Force, and he created this project because as he grew to a multi-millionaire level, he understood that he always had that call to help others, young entrepreneurs that want to succeed as much as he did, the youngest generations that need a push from us, right? So he did several projects in the Congo that made me very proud. So this project, Wealth Club Coin, is a project that entails to be the next big thing. How so? His vision is for Wealth Club Coin to be in everybody's wallet, even those who originally never thought about crypto, like the lady, the cleaning lady, the man that works at the laundry shop, and so on. All of those are going to start paying with WCC. And how did he entail that? He invited all these ambassadors, as me. I'm an ambassador of WCC, very proudly, I must say, for Portugal and for all the areas that I work, all the countries that I work in. And he has royalty, he has politicians, he has Olympic athletes, music award artists, box champions. All these people that represent 23 countries and so on are representing and talking about WCC. They are having WCC as a method of payment in so many countries: El Salvador, South America, France. So many countries are accepting WCC as a token, as a method of payment. And then 10% of all the evolution of WCC, all the gains that you get, are all for philanthropy. And you can see the projects and you can see how they are developed. It's amazing. They even start now this human race competition where WCC is one of the biggest sponsors of it. And then now it's an amazing time to invest in WCC because it was just launched. So everybody likes. This is the best part. Everybody likes a bonus. So I would ask you to please put the link below. I will give you a link. If you enter WCC with that link and then you sign up, you receive 100 tokens. And then as you buy them, if you tell someone, you get referral tokens. If that person buys, you have purchase referral tokens. So now it's the best time to invest in WCC. I would urge you to do that. Why? Again, it's an amazing project, and as crypto goes up, so it's
a real one. That's very important. It's a real one with
a real one. It's about us humans, like you said. It's about us. It's helping others. It's giving the hand to others. Don't you want to be a part of such a project? It's amazing.
Exactly. I totally agree. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
For sharing so much valuable knowledge with us, and I hope everyone took that important bit of information that actually makes a huge difference, not in the short term, but in the long one. And that's the most important part. Thank you so much, Maria.
Thank you so much for having me.